Hello everyone, and welcome back to Watermelon Movies. Blockbuster movies do often make it far more than just one movie. And while it is known that not every blockbuster reaches the top highest grossing movies list, this one certainly has the privilege to have a dozen sequels, not just one. After all, despite being kicked down to second place by Endgame, holding the position of the top grossing movie of all time for almost a decade is not something we see every day. Here, we are talking about the one and only Avatar, and here is everything we know about the sequel, Avatar 2 so far. If you do enjoy this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you want to be notified every time we post a video, hit the bell and you'll have some of the very best movie content drop straight to your phone. James Cameron's legendary work of 2009 was one of the most Hollywood surprised ever, involving characters such as Zoe Saldana's Nitri and Sam Worthington's Jack Sully, and based on a huge significant amount of CGI, probably won't do well without the audience. On the contrary, it turned out to be a memorable piece of art by Cameron. So, naturally, let's have another. Looking back on how this movie suffered delays over the past decade, it originally started when they announced the intention to make sequels, with Avatar 2 to come on December 2014 and Avatar 3 to follow a year after. The date obviously was pushed back, and then April 2016 became the date to start shooting. And of course, April passed with no filming started. Well, it's not just that. After being pushed back once again to 2016, they announced a fourth and fifth. Really? Guess what it was pushed to be on December 2020. I really hate to break it to you, but it happened again. Only this time, it was due to COVID-19 pandemic, and it was pushed 1 year to hit the big screen, December 2021. Followed by another sequel, 3 sequels, Avatar 3, 4, 5, 2023, 2025, and 2027 on row. With Cameron eager to come back, we are also expecting the old cast, and the contract they signed tells us. And although some characters of stars such as Sigourney Weaver's Dr. Grace and Stephen Lang are dead, they also are coming back, whether with the same characters brought back from the dead like Colonel Miles Cornish, or coming back with a whole different and unknown character like Weaver. Not only will this movie bring back the dead and the old, it will witness new comings. It's also expected to have new comings, reuniting with Cameron again after their other huge blockbuster, aka Titanic. Kate Winslet, who learned free diving for the role, is part of this movie as Ronal. Eddie Falco is also there with the human character General Ardmore. We are also expecting other actors in undisclosed characters such as Game of Thrones character Ona Chaplin, Fear's The Walking Dead's Cliff Curtis, Star Trek, Discovery's Michelle Yeoh, and through Instagram, we got confirmation of Vin Diesel's joining. Moving on to the story, we are expecting a lot of water ahead in the movie. After we got a hint from the show's producer, John Landau, this movie will have a lot of water in it. While these types of movies are complicated enough on land, this news is supported and likely to have a huge impact with actors learning free diving. Interesting. Regarding the plot, we are awaiting for the return of the Colonel to be the main villain of the next 4 movies. In addition to that, we are to get Jake and Nitri's 8-year-old daughter and a story focused on the family while they are forced to leave home and go explore Pandora. Finally, we are getting a movie that can stand on its own. meaning that whether you have watched the first one or not, you won't have to. They are all connected and have an overall conclusion. Every one is a standalone movie of its own, at least that's what the producer said. Going through all these delays and obstacles, the movie surely will be affected when it's ultimately released. And the fact Avengers Endgame managed to overthrow the first movie after 9 glorious years at the top is often indicating that an era of Avatar is over. However, director James Cameron sees this as a good sign for his sequel. In his perspective, this means people are still ready and willing to go watch the big screen. Along with so many promises of a never-seen-before movie, other words of such we are waiting for this movie to finally see the light and make it to cinemas. All in all, we still have another year and a half for the release of the movie. Will you still be excited about it? And will it really take Avengers Endgame and replace it as the most grossing movie of all time? Let us know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for more and more awesome videos. Stay home, stay safe.